All right, this is the video for practice number 2. Again, we're focusing on graphs of inequalities. I want you to, this first question here asks us to look at this graph right here and compare it to these four choices. So as we examine these answer choices, I want you to notice that all of them have the equal to sign because we have a solid line, but some of them are less than and some of them are greater than. So we're going to have to pay attention to our shading here to decide which of these. I also want you to notice that they all have the same slope, so we don't need to worry about that, but we do need to worry about the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. So this would be 3 up here, this is -4. So that means that these two answer choices are incorrect. So now I have to choose between less than or greater than. So less than means to shade below, and greater than means to shade above. So I want you to notice that this would sort of be above. If you looked at this almost like a hill, this would be above the hill and this would be below the hill. So we're looking at shading below. So in this case, choice 3 is the correct answer because we're shaded below. The other thing you could do in this case is you could, if you recall, I did teach you how to graph inequalities in your graphing calculator. So you could actually, once you narrow down to these two answer choices, you could put those into the graphing calculator and graph them, and then you could just match it up to the graph. Okay, let's look at number 2. Number 2 says graph the solution set for the inequality 4x minus 3y is greater than 9 on the set of axes below. Determine if the point 1, -3 is in the solution set. Okay, so first things first. I've got 4x minus 3y is greater than 9. Let's get that into y equals form. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So now I have -3y is greater than -4x plus 9. And then I'm going to divide everything by -3. So now I have y is, okay, now don't forget, whenever you divide by a negative sign, you have to change your inequality symbol. So instead of greater than, I'm now going to have less than. -4/3 is a decimal, so I'm just going to leave that, but I am going to change it to positive. Negative over negative is positive. And then 9 divided by -3 is -3. Okay, so now what do I have? My y-intercept is 0, -3, so I can plot that. It's going to be right here. And my slope is 4/3. Remember, slope is rise over run. So my slope in this case is going to be up 4, right 3. So from my y-intercept, I'm going to count up 4 and then right 3. Up 4 and right 3. Okay, now, because my inequality sign does not have equals to, that means we are talking about dashed. So now I can take my ruler and I can draw in my line, and I need to make sure that I draw it dashed. So this is 4x minus 3y is greater than 9. Okay, now, normally at this point, to decide what to shade, we would test 0, 0, and you can still do that. What I notice is that in the question, they are asking us to determine if 1, -3 is a solution. So in that case, I might as well test that as my point. So I'm going to test 1, -3. Now I want to point out that the 1, -3 is right here. That's 1, -3. Okay, so I'm testing to see if that's a solution or not. So I'm going to plug it in just like I did any other point, like when we were doing 0, 0. So I'm going to plug in 1 for x. I'm going to plug in -3 for y, and I want to see if that's greater than 9. So this is 4. -3 times 3 is +9. And so this is 13 is greater than 9. That is true. So that means this point right here, 1 comma -3, that is in the solution set. So I have to shade the side that has 1 comma -3. So there's my graph. My graph is complete. I need to answer the question, if is the point in the solution set. I need to actually answer that with a yes. Yes, comma, 1 comma -3 is a solution. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. And my justification is done. My justification is right here. There's my justification. So I'm done with this problem. That is all I need to do.